What is up, guys? It is Boss Achilles, and I'm going to give you guys a commentary in a Gold 2 game where I played Ashe. Let's find her. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an insight into how I like to play, and I'll basically try and help you guys play Ashe better. Alright, so I'm just going to give little snippets throughout this game. I don't want to go throughout the whole game. It's going to be too long, 32 minutes. Maybe one day I'll upload one, but for now I'll just give you some highlights and etc. Okay, so playing Ashe, I think that first blood, or at least a very good start, is needed. Ashe's laning phase is, well, I think it's pretty solid, as long as your support works well against their support. So in this case, I think Sona was picked first, and then I said, alright, let's pick Ashe against her, and then we got a Leona to counter that. Anywho, first blood, very important, and Sona has 390 health to start off with, which is the lowest in the game. So it's, oh wait, this one's actually got some runes, but it's look how fast she goes down. It's a piece of cake. 400 gold, and you basically have a 2 vs 1 to zone against K. So always try and go for that early first blood. If you can't get the first blood, you don't think you're gonna get it, then just try and get some damage off on their AD carry, so they get slightly zoned by you. Whenever they go in for a last hit, try and get an auto attack. If you can't, well, too bad. So I'll bring you into zoning phase. So basically right now we can just zone out that K. It's 2 vs 1, she can't really do anything. Even, yeah, we're just gonna keep playing aggressive. Sona comes in, I just W her away. And as long as we keep the lane in the middle, she's gonna miss out on quite a lot of CS and a little bit of XP. I haven't been CSing too well, but there's already a lead starting to develop, so that's good. She's got really long range, so of course it's easier for her to CS, but look at that control with the Leona in that brush. She can't really do much. And when you zone, of course they might overextend, and you can pick up another kill. Boom. And on top of that, Sona just wastes her exhaust. Beautiful. So as we're smashing bottom lane pretty hard, their jungler has to come in, and unfortunately for us, we did not have a ward in the river bush, and Jarvan just came down and gave a double kill to Caitlyn. So that's not the greatest of scenarios. However, I'm still up in gold, yes, because I got that early first blood. Now, when you know that the enemy is backing, yeah, we didn't have a ward, but it was pretty obvious that they were going to back. As soon as that happens, try and push out the lane as hard as you can. Chuck your minions into their tower, and look at that, she's gonna miss out on six creeps. And then, depending on what you want to do, playing Ashe, I like to roam, so I'm gonna push out this lane as fast as I can. And I forgot what we were trying to do here. I think we're just trying to keep it pushed or something. Yeah, we're just gonna poke onto that Sona, get her back. Couldn't really do much. Dead. So yeah, don't do that. When you know their jungler's gonna be camping or sticking around, waiting for an opportunity, just stay back. I think Leona dies here as well. Yeah, she dies to mid lane. And Kate gets the kill actually, which is... So, the game's not looking too well for us. It's 6-3, we did get, I think, a winning CS. Slightly. Not really. But yeah, it's not looking too well. Their Renekton's getting pretty beefy. He's already got 2 over our Shen. However, Shen's farming still well. It's not too much of a lead, but it's more psychological. Morale, you know. If you're down 5-0, it hurts, and everybody wants to rage. Luckily for us, our team wasn't raging, and we could just keep playing. So, always know what some of the spells your enemy AD carry has. If they have cleanse, try and bait it out. Don't be an idiot like me, just ulting straight away. They're just gonna get a 2-for-1 cleanse, and that's never good. See, just keep focusing on your farm. As long as you can farm up well with Ashe, get to that level 6. And another time, jungler do not like us at all. So things are looking pretty down. However, it is time. Let's skip forward to another time. Okay, so it's actually only a couple of seconds ahead, but basically their AD carry is feeling a little bit cocky. Without their support, just go for it. Yeah, I got pretty nice. Look at that. Yeah, Ashe Leona, level 6 is an incredible lane. There is like 4 stuns in that shit and tons of slow. The enemy is not gonna have a good time when they see an Ashe and Leona. So if ever you want a good CC comp, just run Ashe Leona, and that's basically all you need. It's brilliant. Okay, so dragons, they're really important in the game. Make sure you always have water around, at least around 10 minutes, because that's when people like to go for an early one or stuff like that. Always have good control. This time we had a good advantage, well, not really much of an advantage, but it's 3 vs 4 and we have the Shen, so feel a little bit cocky. That was bad arrow. Save it for likes, but I was getting a little bit scared. Basically, I think Karma was just really strong. She was a good player. Pick up this kill for Ashe with kills is extremely strong, and one thing I think about Caitlyn is Caitlyn falls off technically. Her ult can only be used in laning phase or at the end or start of fights. It cannot be used during with much success, whereas Ashe Arrow, it's just so good. You can start fights whenever you want. You can peel from anywhere you want. Basically, we just won a 3 vs 4 against a team that had more gold than us. I'll rewind because I don't think I really talked much about it. What was that at? Yeah, so they're taking dragon aggro. Decide to go in straight away. Lux is really low, and that's not enough. The Sona ult does not hit me at all, and I'm quite lucky to have the flash with Jarvan's ult. So yeah, nice tanks it, and they get zoned pretty much in the back. Even though we had no tank. Signal's pretty beefy though. So just no focus. As soon as you grab your bottom turret, always rush mid. If you can get that mid turret. Whoa, whoa, hold on. What the hell just happened there? Alright, let me. That was quick, I didn't even notice that. Don't lose me. Alright, so I think I fire arrow. Oh, it hits Lux. So, just got a nice stun. Oh, that's cool. They still picked up Leona, but it doesn't really matter because we got rid of their main tank while they have 2 bot. And so we're just gonna push out that middle lane. When you take that middle turret, and she burns a flash, so she can't really do too much from now on. But as soon as you take out that middle turret, it just opens up their jungle. You can take their race, you can take their blue, you can take whatever you want. Their whole jungle becomes yours when you take out those first line of towers, so if you can, take him out.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Now we don't really have much to do, so I'm just going to shove out bot and take some CS. I think I was close for an IE. Nope. So basically, this game I decided to go for a Avarice Blade. Whoa. Shit. Oh yeah, that's right. So I saw Lux was overextending, Kate was bot, my next Sona shot top. It's a good time to engage. Check out my arrow and barely miss it. She just kept running forward with and she uses man from the W, keeps her alive, she killed that Jarvan off her. Shen comes in as well. And I think we take the 1 kill.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Now we still know Sona and Renekton on top. Caitlyn's coming in slowly. We're gonna keep pushing down on this one. Tier 2 is so good.
In my sights.
Now Renekton's coming from top. I don't really have much vision or notice of that. So I decide, you know, we can take down Lux okay. But Renekton comes in, so I back off straight away. Leave my Shen in the dark, and luckily he has a flash. So we'll get out safely there. But we've shifted the gold into our favor, and that's all that matters. That's not gonna happen. That was terrible. But it doesn't matter. Ashe pulls off arrows every minute. Yeah. With 190 ping, you kind of have to cleanse the second that they use their spell. Otherwise, you're not really going to get much out of it. I think the Javelin actually pops up. Yeah, the Javelin actually jumps in here. He had his ult. Oh, not yet. Yeah, nothing really happens for a little while. Alright, so they go back to do another dragon. This time we don't actually have vision, however, we're pretty sure, looking at those wards there, that they're going to come into it. So, Hawkshot shows them Javelin's weak as hell. Lux gets zoned out, and I'm going to put my ult straight onto Kate, along with the Diana ult, and then passive, she gets absolutely slaughtered, and Renekton's in shit at all, so he's gone. It was probably a better trade for them, taking the dragon, than for us. However, now we have 5 vs 2, so we can do almost whatever we want with the map. And I think we just push down and just take that mid lane. Lux get some damage on her, but she just frees out that lane. I see her, she's low. I know she has no flash. I have a flash, and so I'm trying to bait out her E. I see it gone, and straight away flash in, take the easy kill. Always know how much damage your W does, because it's so easy to just walk out and, you know, you don't get hit by that extra turret. Sometimes he might actually save you. Alright, so they're gonna catch out Xin thanks to a nice ward. And I think our Karma might go down here as well. Yeah, she does. But I'll try and get as much damage as I can onto their whole team to try and keep them off from our mid turret. However, I think there it is, Javelin flashes. He's way out of position for that. He had his ult, didn't use it. So I'm just gonna arrow them under power. And I think he's gonna try and beat me up, but I have a nice Shen to ult me. My team's doing a great job at healing. And we take out this Sono as well. So we're having a massive gold shift, and I think a lot of it is staying with me. 9k to 273k. Actually, that's 10k. So if you keep your Ashe fed and you protect her, Ashe is actually a really strong carry, which I think doesn't get as much credit as she should. Now, with my Vamp Skepta, I'm gonna go into a Blade of the Ruined King. Now, people use Blade of the Ruined King to fight off high HP tanks and whatnot, right? I don't actually use that. I use Blade of the Ruined King as a defense, because the active of Blade of the Ruined King is quite nice. It gives you a decent chunk of health back, and now you never know how much lifesteal and that will help you out, but it can basically sustain you right in the middle of the fight. So yeah, I pick up that. Alright, so once again, we see Renekton top just briefly. I get vision of their 3 squishies. I'm not sure, I don't think I arrow. I'm sitting on a ward. But
if you desire,
we'll try and get a fight going
you must
here.
prepare for war.
I can't really do too much, however. But they group up nicely. Karma hits a nice Q. I go straight for the page. Nice dodge. And I'll just go straight for the attack. slow. However, maybe slow game. As usual, I love to go in for that flash kill, Lux overextending, and boom. With the static shift passive, pick up that kill. Now, you're just gonna take down this guy, right? Basically, opening down the whole team. And we'll pick up the inhibitor as well. I think we go back to do a dragon, yep. However, the Jarvan actually steals it over the wall. But it's good play by Jarvan. Can't really mess with that when your jungler doesn't have a smite. They should always say it, by the way. Whenever you think you're going to go into a fight, make sure you have good positioning right at the back of the team. If you can, if you know you have your flash up, I don't at this time, but you can stay behind a wall that you can flash over. You can possibly get smothered. As soon as their fight starts out, I run back. Don't really want to much. Use my arrow, slow on free. I get whoever's in front of me. I'll try and get this Lux cheekily, but she flashes away and we'll pick up 3 for actually just as in. That's really good turnaround. And basically we'll just keep pushing this out. I think Karma's gonna hit a nice Q here. And I'm just gonna follow up with it. Easy kill. Now, I'm gonna be a bit of a douche here. Of course, what do you have to do whenever you're winning? You gotta stay around, you gotta transfer the game, test out your what's it called? Move hit. He gets done by Renekton, so get fucked up. But that's not too much of a worry. Their Nexus is open. Basically, GG's been called. I don't think I've actually got the chat. Let's see if they've said anything. Whoa. Yeah, I don't need cleanse. Should have went ghost.
Blue team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
If you're ever in doubt of what to bring with an Ashe, ghost cleanse. It is, ghost flash. Cleanse on Ashe, if they're right next to you and you cleanse a stun, you're only gonna follow that up with a flash. So you might as well just get a ghost. Ghost is so awesome. So they're gonna try and take us at Baron. Baron, I stay right back to the fire as always. When it tries to jump me, we just got too much damage this time. Shen comes in anyway. Pick it up, kill. Arrow for the Sona, she ain't going nowhere. And she's just gonna die. We're gonna keep pushing. I need another kill for my triple. Cannons are extending. I'll take that triple. So sorry guys if I've been boring you to death with my very uninterested voice. I'm a bit sick and my voice is somewhat scratchy. But if you want to see more commentaries in the future, just comment in the video. I've got a ton of Ashe games I want to show. I'm uploading fresh montage as I'm recording this right now, so hopefully it's somewhat funny or whatever. But I want to try and get an Ashe montage as well going. I have a ton of videos. Talk to you later.